Hi everyone. So this is a very interesting video. This is a completion video. I wanted to make a different playlist. I had something in my head. I have something in my head. And before commencing that playlist, I thought it would be more than necessary and it would make a lot of sense to complete a previous playlist that I started on this channel. So this will be a completion video. About 1.5 years ago, I began documenting my journey on trying to become an expert. At that point, I finished my first year and I was stepping into my second year. And I was, I had the first summer holidays as a college student. And in that point of time, comparative programming was something which was really important and really interesting for me. And I decided to document my journey on trying to become an expert. I thought it'll take me about 3 months to become an expert. And well, long story short, I did become an expert, but it didn't take me about 3 months. It took me much longer than that. It took me about 9 months to nine, not nine, I guess, about 10 months to become an expert. But I became an expert. And I thought that before commencing a different playlist, I would make a kind of a completion video for that previous playlist, Road to an Expert. So I would want to show you something. So this is my LinkedIn post that I put on when I became an expert. So I became an expert exactly. What is it? Don't they show the time whenever you post it? All right. So I became an expert roughly about 8 months ago. I became an expert in March, and yeah, so in June 2024, I set a goal, become an expert in 3 months. I thought it had a long plan, blah, blah, blah. So in March of 2025, I became an expert. This was my ID back then. I'll give you a glimpse, sorry, what am I doing? A glimpse of my ID currently. So this was my ID back in March. And yeah, so this was the time, this blob of green was the time when I started documenting my journey. We started day one, day two, day three, day four, day five, day six, until I guess we documented the journey till July of 15th or July of 16th. After that, I came to my college and I stopped making videos, but I was consistent, however. And this was the time roughly when I became a I guess this was the time when I became a specialist, and this was the time when I gave some few contests. And after becoming a specialist, I fell down. And roughly November, mid October was the time that I stopped giving contests on CodeForces. However, I was practicing a lot. I was giving a lot of virtual contests, but I guess I accumulated a sense of fear from contests, a fear of rating drop. I know I talked a lot about getting away from that fear and looking over that fear, but I became a victim myself. So this was the time when this was the time roughly, this all was the time when I started practicing a lot on CSES. I started doing a lot of sheets rather than just pure CodeForces. And I was giving a lot of virtual contests, and uh, I was giving a lot of other contests on other platforms, not just CodeForces. And this was the time roughly when I started comparative programming once again with a very, very strong. I guess I kind of picked it up again that yes, now I'll become an expert for sure. And I always had it in my mind, but I guess I postponed it myself. So rather than thinking that I need to become an expert in 2 months, I started thinking that if I'll become an expert in 7 months, then so be it. But this was the time roughly. January was the time when a friend of mine kind of motivated me to start giving contests again. And to get over that fear, I made a different account. I made an alt account, and I started giving contests there. But roughly, I was in practice again, and this was the time when I practiced a lot. I guess I was solving 7-8 questions per day once again, and not just CodeForces. I was solving CSES problems. I was solving problems on other platforms. I was solving a lot of sheets, and this was roughly the accumulated time where I started giving one contest every single day for about 15 to 16 days, and that actually helped me a lot to gain that momentum, gain that speed to become an expert. So this I would like. So this is this. Yeah, I guess Themecp. This is the website which helped me a lot, and I wanted to share this website. So this has level cheats. So this has questions which you can solve. It has a very, it can mimic a virtual contest and mimics a real contest. Not a real contest, but the thing is, in real contest, problem A is 800 rated, then problem 2 is directly 1200 rated, and problem C will be 1500 or 1600 rated. So there's not a proper, and it is not the same for every single contest. So in some contest, A and B will be 800, 900, C will be 1700. So to have a really steady kind of a contest, which I could give every single day, I started following this cheat. I was giving a lot of 19 level, I guess. Where is the 19 level? Yeah, 19 level, 18 level, 21 level. So these are the contests that I started giving every single day. I used to wake up about 6 o'clock in the morning till 8. I used to give a contest till 8 and then used to have breakfast. So that was the time. And so yeah, I guess so. This was the time where I, in a way, pivoted to something new. I started exploring different domains in computer science. Started exploring different things. I started exploring development. Started exploring machine learning and whatnot. Uh, and the next playlist that I wanted to make will be revolving around a different journey, something which I'm very excited currently. So I was like, really excited about competitive programming about 1.5 years ago. Now I'm really excited about something else, which I would like to document. Yeah, mm, I guess this much should be it. Uh, this is not a video where I will talk about my mistakes. However, I made a lot of mistakes. But yeah, we'll save that video for some other day. This was meant to be a completion video where I would do justice to the playlist that I started 1.5 years ago. And yeah, we became an expert. Bye.